President Emmanuel Macron of France has been welcoming world leaders to Paris several years after the Paris Climate Accord. He told the One Planet Summit, "We are losing the battle on climate change." 2 years after the accord was finally agreed. The US, of course, is not part of the accord. President Trump pulled the US out of it. Now, the actor and campaigner Adrian Grenier is with me. Good to see you. Part of the founder of the Lonely Whale Foundation.
Correct.
Your area in terms of planetary sustainability is to do with oceans.
Yes.
And ways in which we can remove, since it seems almost impossible to prevent.
Not remove.
Right.
We think removing it is just far too expensive and unrealistic.
All right.
Once it's there, it's kind of too late. It breaks up into small pieces of plastic. Fish eat it. We eat the fish, then we have plastic in our bodies. We think that intercepting it before it makes its way into the ocean is the best solution. It's practical. It's cost-effective. In fact,
where do you intercept it? I mean, we're not talking about the stuff that comes over ships, because that's a relatively small amount to the stuff that might be thrown off on beaches and on shorelines.
Yeah.
Where are you going to intercept?
Well, it's about the places around the world that are unfortunately the poorest and don't have the infrastructure. And a lot of times they don't have potable water, so they're using a lot more plastic, and it's getting thrown in waterways and on the ground and makes its way into rivers and then into the ocean. So with the Lonely Whale Foundation, in partnership with Dell, we've actually brought together under a dozen international companies to actually build that infrastructure, that necessary infrastructure, so we can extend the usefulness of plastic, which, you know what, you can recycle it, you can upcycle it, and you can put it into new products and packaging.
Every time I ever hear anything to do with plastic, oceans, sustainability, it always costs a lot of money, and one always begs the question, who's going to pay for it? Sorry to be blunt, but we are at the stock exchange.
Yes.
And these people care about that.
Well, I agree. You know, I'm not into, grandiose fantasies. I want practical business opportunities. And with Dell, we've actually done a feasibility study over the past 18 months to prove that it's actually on par or cheaper than virgin plastic. So we can actually save money by building this infrastructure, and we can scale it around the world if other businesses join us.
What do you need? What's the one thing you need more than anything else to make all this happen now? I mean, if you've got down and you've got a certain amount of corporate activity, but you need what?
Well, it's a call to action. I mean, we have 8 million tons of plastic that makes its way into the ocean. So we need to intercept 8 million tons and use it all. So we need more businesses to, go to nextwaveplastics.org and join us. So it's not just Dell, but we have GM on board, we have Trek Bicycles, and a number of others, and we need more to actually find use cases for ocean-bound plastic.
Good to see you, sir.
Likewise.
Thank you for joining us down here.